Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.
This is DJ 745 for Reggae Interviews, live and direct here with a percussion player, a producer of an album that was released in 2019. He goes by the name of Hernan Sforzini. I want to welcome you to the viewers of Reggae Interviews.
Hey, hello. I'm very happy to be making an interview for Reggae Interview. A pleasure, Shrik.
Now, a lot of our viewers today might be thinking, who is this guy that we're talking to? Let's introduce who you are to the people. You are the person, the brains behind a great album that came out in 2019, Sly Robbie meets the Roots Radics, The Final Battle.
Yes, you're right. I was the brains behind that album. Been working like for a year and a half with it. It's an album that was like a dream, an album full of legend, where Sly and Robbie clash Roots Radics in 12 original new redeems, with 12 legends singing on it, like Lee Scratch Perry, Luciano, The Congos, Mighty Diamonds, Brinsley Ford from Aswad, Ken Boothe, Michael Rose, Toots Hibbert, Freddie McGregor, Pablo Moses, Brinsley Ford. I don't want to miss no one.
Harry Sandy.
Yes. Also participate many legends as musician like Errol Smith, like Bongo Herman, like Dean Fraser. And well, that album was Grammy nominated for 2019 Grammys as Best Reggae Album.
We have to congratulate you on that, because that's a big achievement in itself to have this project nominated into the final 5 for the Grammy category for reggae.
Yes, really was great because it is an independent label from South America that was created for its project. I got a label that is called Afro Records, where I release many albums, but I create serious reggae for its project, and it's the label that I will use for next international albums. So it was great to have the nomination because it gave a good exposure to the album. And well, here we are in Jamaica promoting it after the Grammy ceremony.
Yeah. What were you feeling? Because I know that you were actually in Los Angeles for the actual Grammy ceremony. From your point of view as an independent producer from Argentina, how did it make you feel?
I feel great because I met a lot of people, a lot of musicians that I never imagined that I will cross in my way. Well, they were there, so it was very good for make more connections, for continue promoting the album. Also was great because in Los Angeles I finally could have a personal reunion with the Slightly Stupid Boys, reggae Californian band that they are about to release the album for the USA market and Caribbean. So we met a lot at Los Angeles, and it was very great to meet them personally. And well, we started a relation for a long time.
Okay. In my mind, I'm thinking, how did a guy from Argentina get to this stage where you're working with the greats that are here with us in the music industry? How did you make the connections with, let's say, for example, Flabba?
Okay, with Flabba, I know him since 2005.
Okay.
I brought to Argentina Israel Vibration for second time in its history. From that day till today, we met many times in Argentina in different situations, playing live, or he was working at my studio in one opportunity. So we know both since 2005. Well, all the other connection, I feel like it was like a mission to make it album,
Okay.
a reggae mission. Yes, that I got to take care, and I feel that because that is how it worked. While I was doing it, it got a nice Floyd. You say Floyd? Yeah.
So, the idea behind having Sly and Robbie almost like clashing, but not in a soundboy kind of clashing, the Roots Radics, where did that whole concept come from? Was it your idea, or did someone suggest to you, let's do some kind of project where we have Sly and Robbie on 6 of the rhythms and the Roots Radics on the other 6?
Well, when I've been my first time at Jamaica, I buy a lot of reggae books.
Okay.
And during 1 year, I was reading a lot. And in one of that books, I read that in a part of the history, Sly and Robbie and Roots Radics were like a kind of competition. Yes, both doing the same work, like producers at studio or backing band for live show. So Sly and Robbie came to Argentina for first time, like 2 years before. And it was like a revelation. I say, wow, finally, Sly and Robbie alive in Argentina. And at that moment, it came the idea. I say, okay, I'm a friend of Flabba. Sly and Robbie is coming to Argentina. Why not make a clash? And I make the proposal, and both say, oh, that's an excellent idea.
Okay,
let's do it.
So you got the stamp of approval from Sly and Robbie. Flabba was already on board. So then it was a case of coordinating which singers, which players of instruments you put together on the project. Who was the first person that voiced for the project?
Okay, the first voice in the project was Lee Scratch Perry.
Okay.
He was touring in South America at the same time that Sly and Robbie came down. So after the day we record Sly and Robbie, I make the proposal to Lee Scratch Perry to participate in the album. And he answered, he said, I will go to bless that album.
Okay.
Come and pick me up at the hotel tomorrow. And that's what happened.
That's what happened.
He blessed the album because after that, all goes on very well. Like in 2 weeks after Lee Perry, Ora Sandy was visiting Argentina for first time. And I made him the proposal. He said, wow, great idea. I will do it. And in the other month came for first time to Argentina, Ken Boothe.
Okay.
And he said, yes, I love the idea. I will participate. So
it just carried on from there.
Yes, it was like a domino.
So the recordings, they were done in studios in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and also here in Tuff Gong.
Yeah, we record Sly and Robbie at my studio that is called Afro Studios in Lanús, Buenos Aires, Argentina. There we record Six Redeem, and we record Michael Rose, Ken Boothe, and Lee Scratch Perry at Buenos Aires. And the rest of the album was recorded at Tuff Gong, the 6 Redeems of Roots Radics. Also, we record Mighty Diamonds the same day at Tuff Gong, and the other singers we recorded in different locations here in Kingston.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I really like about the album is, as you mentioned earlier, there are original rhythms. And when I listen to, I'm a lyrics person, so when I listen to some of the lyrics, there's a lot of lyrics in the album where we're kind of like sending out a warning to people. Like I'm thinking of Ulterior Motive, the Horace Sandy song, Mind Your Mouth. And there's a very strong message in all of the songs.
Yeah, that's true. It got a heavy message, Rasta message.
Yeah.
Yes, very strong.
Now, in terms of the album, you've also put it on a limited edition vinyl as well, which I know that people all across the world are fighting hard to get a copy of as well. Exactly how many vinyl copies did you press?
We pressed 300 copies of the original edition in Argentina, and 300 copies in CD also. Yes, it was crazy because people from all over the world was searching for the album. And everyone say, hey, how $30 for a shipping? Where is that album? In Argentina. What? Argentina? They can't believe that that album was produced in Argentina. Yes. Now it got a vinyl edition in Europe.
Yes.
Through Soulbeat Record from France.
Okay.
And I believe that in April 2020 will be ready the USA edition of vinyl and CD.
CDs. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one that our viewers are going to be able to look out for. So if they still haven't got a copy of this album, whether it's on vinyl or CD, there is still a way to get it through Soul Beats in Europe, and then it's also coming into America as well.
Yes, and if you got an Argentine original edition, take care of it, because we are not going to press more albums in Argentina, and will be a historic one.
Yes.
Only 300.
Yeah. So tell me now, what's going to be the next project? Because obviously you've made such a great project in the final battle. There's got to be some more works that are coming.
Well, we want to keep the line of the final battle, of the kind of legend that are participating.
Okay.
And I just started the dub battle.
Okay.
It will be the final battle totally dubbed by the best dub engineers in the world, legendaries like King Shami, like Scientist, like Bunny Lee, like Dennis Bobel, like Lee Perry. He started that battle also, so he blessed the dub battle. And Matt Professor. I also will make some dubs of the album, and I think we are going to release it in August 2020. And I'm also working on Sly Robbie versus Radics, the DJ battle, that will be a single 7-inch with Errol over a Radics Redeem, and Big Youth over a Sly Robbie Redeem.
Wow. So there's quite a lot of big things to come then. So we've got the dub battle with the best of the best in terms of dub producers, and then we've also got the DJ battle, which is going to be a 7-inch vinyl to look out for. When can we expect the DJ battle? Is that going to be later in the year, in 2020?
I believe that in the CD edition of the dub battle will be a bonus track.
Okay.
And in vinyl it will be released like 2 months after the dub battle in a 7-inch single. Also digital, I think that.
Okay.
It will come some months after the dub battle. Yeah. It will be the trilogy.
Okay.
Like Star Wars. You will have the final battle, the dub battle, and the DJ battle. Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, do you know what? From our point of view here, from all of the team here at Reggae Interviews, we give thanks for the works that you're putting in. It's been a pleasure to talk to you today, and just share a little insight into how this project that came about, which was Grammy nominated, of course, which we all know about. Aside from the Grammy nomination, there's some really good quality roots music on it. So we have to give thanks to you.
Okay, give thanks, Rick. Yes, it got a solid foundation. I saw it like the reggae arc. Yeah. So give thanks for the interview.
One love.
One love.
Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.